It's not that these people were lazy. They were not lazy. It's not that they didn't have the skill. They had the skill. It's they freaked themselves out. And when you freak yourself out, you bring in the demon child of money making, the one that will stop any money making from happening. And that demon child is called procrastination. So Maddie saw a presentation like this on September 10th, 2010. Okay? And here's what he did after seeing a webinar very similar to the one you're seeing. He wrote me this. He said, right after the webinar, 58 minutes of pure unadulterated product creation secrets. So I haven't even really changed the name, right? I got pumped up and wanted to finish a product before the class even started because Maddie took me up on the offer at the end. Smart guy, okay? He said, I already had the idea of what I wanted to do for as long as 2 or 3 months. Think about that. 3 months, right? 3 months. This is what I was talking about, okay? I got to do something in one sitting that he'd been putting off for 2 or 3 months, okay? He goes, now mind you, this wasn't my first product, but this is one of the fastest I've ever done. This is the fastest I've ever done. He spent 8 hours, but that included not just the product, but it included the download page, and it included using the sales copy template that I gave him and editing it. He says, here comes the magic. Okay, this is magical, by the way. The copy converted at 19% the first day. See, I gave him a good template, right? Within a few hours, it made 33 sales, and it was set at only $7 for the first 10 $3 increments at every 10 sales. The following 24 hours, I made over 200 sales at 19 a pop. The copy continued to convert, and here's the screenshot, which I don't have anymore. I couldn't find that. At the end of around 24 hours, I had 272 sales and over $4,500 in sales. So it turns out Jason wasn't a Superman because Maddie did better than I did. He did better than I did with it the first time he used the formula. First time I used the formula, I didn't make $4,500 in 24 hours. But the most important thing of all is he had an idea for 3 months. 3 months. I got him to take it and do it in 1 day. Okay? That is so important. Okay? This is where you'll fail or succeed. Okay, you can agonize over potential success like we talked about, and you could invite procrastination in, or you could be like Maddie and know that success was inevitable. See, the thing that really got Maddie to do what I said to do and get it done in 1 day, what took him 2 to 3 months previous to that, is I convinced him that success was inevitable. And how did I know that Maddie's success would be inevitable? How did I know that? It's not because of action. It's not because of the desire. It's not because it worked for me. It's not because it works, period. Okay? Here's how I knew he would be successful. Because if his product sells well, great. He's financially successful, right? If his product doesn't sell well, great. He has an asset that he can create now that he can use as a bonus. He can use for free to give away to build a list. He can use to put in the search engines and get traffic that way. He can use to chop up into articles and put them in article directories and get traffic that way. He has content that he can put and get it away as a 99-cent Kindle book, right? Or a Nook, on Nook or wherever, right? So if it doesn't sell well, great. He's still successful, okay? If it does okay, great. A couple $100 a month here, a couple $100 a month there, over 5 years is a lot of money. So you're going to succeed regardless of what happens if you just create the product. Right? You're going to succeed if you just create the product. Now, it might not necessarily mean financial success right now. It means success. So when you take off the pressure by putting that low price point on it to start with, right? I don't want you to end there because we hardly ever sell anything for less than $97 these days. You take the pressure off, though, and you know it will be successful. This is how I get somebody like Maddie that waits 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 months with a good idea and get him to do it in 1 day. Now think about this. Maddie was depriving his market for 3 whole months a solution that they wanted, that they were happy to pay for. He was giving them a very bad disservice. by holding off on it. And I helped them get it to them quicker. So let's swing for the fences, though. I don't want your products to just do okay. As much as possible, I want as many products that you create to be home runs. Some products will do better than others. Some products will flop. That's just the name of the game. Some will do okay. But a few will be insane, out of the park, grand slam home runs. Yes, I'm talking individual products that you can build a six-figure business around. So these aren't all the products that we did in 2011 that did six figures each. These are just a couple of them. And by the way, this doesn't even include WP Twin, which did six figures in about a month. Okay, but here's one, 121,000. Another one, 147,000. Another one, my favorite one, 211. Another one, 322,000. And then if you look at these numbers, 7% conversion, that's pretty good. But 1.2, that's horrible. 1.9, that's okay. 44.3, well, I'm not going to explain that technique here. That's for Product Eclass students. All right? But you can see it is very possible to get six figures from one singular product. Now, in order for you to hit that home run, you got to understand what to do and what not to do. And I think it's just as important to understand the what not. So let's do a little exercise here. What's wrong with these products? The first product, Feng Shui for the busy corporate exec. What's the number one thing that's wrong with this product? There's a lot of things wrong with it, but what is the number one thing that's wrong with it? Yes, that is correct. The number one thing that's wrong with this is these people don't want Feng Shui. Busy or not, I don't think any corporate exec cares about Feng Shui one way or another. Okay? I don't think half of them even know what Feng Shui is, and I don't think the other half can even say it properly. Okay? So you're not going to hit a home run selling something to a market that doesn't want what you have to offer. Or in other words, you ain't going to get rich selling Bibles to Muslims, right? You ain't going to get rich doing that. So that one's wrong. Second one, Business Planning 101. Okay, there's several things that are wrong with this product. But what's the number one thing that is wrong with this product? Yes, it is too broad. Okay, Business Planning 101, you're competing with the biggest publishers in the world because they go after the broad stuff. But how are we going to get somebody's attention by going after something so broad? We can't live a long enough life to get their attention to do that. We're screwed, right?